Hello, everyone, and welcome to Our Ventura TV. I'm Sandra Siepak. On today's show, we're welcoming Rick Schroeder. He is the president of Many Mansions, a nonprofit organization here in Ventura County. Thank you so much for joining us, Rick.
Thank you, Sandra. Pleasure to be with you again.
Very good, very good. For those who don't know about your organization here in Ventura County, could you tell us more about what you do and how you serve many people here in Ventura County as well?
Yeah, Many Mansions is a nonprofit affordable housing and service provider. So there's really three components to us. We're a nonprofit, which means we have a charitable mission and we have a volunteer board of directors. And our charitable mission is to provide affordable housing. And that means we develop housing. We acquire apartments or we build new apartment buildings and then rent them out to households who are low income or have a disability or who are homeless or seniors or veterans. But not only that, we then provide on-site services for our residents, a variety of services depending on who's living there. So that's Many Mansions.
Wonderful. So who does Many Mansions serve in particular? And how do they get that help from your nonprofit? Do you have a certain criteria to qualify to get that help from Many Mansions?
Yes, we serve a variety of households throughout Ventura County. All of our households, everyone that lives with Many Mansions is considered low income. In Ventura County, that means if you're a family of four, your combined income is less than $80,000 a year. But most of the people that we serve are very low income and extremely low income. And as I said, many of our residents are in fixed income or we're homeless or seniors. We have one property in Oxnard that is just for veterans. We have one property also that is for transition age youth between ages 18 and 24 who are homeless. So we have a variety of people that live with us. It all comes through an application. We have a waiting list. Unfortunately, it's a very extensive waiting list, but we draw off the waiting list and then through an application process, through a screening process, they're then admitted into our housing.
Now, during COVID-19, has that caused any backlog or hold up in getting people into new housing that they have been on the waiting list for?
It has a little bit, yes, absolutely, because generally we do everything in person.
Right.
So much of our applicant processing is done via Zoom or remotely. And it's been sometimes difficult to get information that we need. The qualification process is quite extensive because we have to certify everyone's income just to make sure that they're within the income guidelines. But we've adjusted and everyone has adjusted at this point, and we've had a number of new residents move in over these past 6 or so months.
Now, are there programs that you can talk in particular about that you may have ongoing or that are coming up in the future?
Yeah. As I said, we provide a lot of on-site programs for our residents.
Okay.
So for the properties that have children, we have a lot of children's programs. Now, typically we have an after-school tutoring program or a summer camp program. This past year, we've had to work remotely with the children. So again, through tutoring instructions via Zoom, which we've been able to adapt. For our properties that have residents that were formerly homeless, we're working with them on job development, life skills training, addiction recovery, different things. Again, working via Zoom. But really for all of our residents, because of COVID-19, we've really done a lot of programs about COVID-19, rental assistance, food assistance. We have a resident needs fund. So we're really helping all of our residents in a variety of ways, especially now where they really could use some guidance and support.
Sure. What do you need to continue the program that you have started and that's been ongoing? and helping so many people. I would like to find out from you, how do you continue to thrive and do the work that you're doing?
Right, right. Well, we're a community organization. So as a nonprofit, we rely on the support of the community. And community members support us in many different ways. We receive a lot of in-kind donations. Right now, we're currently gathering gifts for the holidays. So the upcoming holidays, we give out gifts to all 350 of our residents that are youth, that are children. We have a whole bunch of Thanksgiving baskets that we're giving out for Thanksgiving this month. So a lot of in-kind donations, obviously a lot of financial donations. All of our programs rely on donations and grants. We usually have a lot of volunteers that work in our programs. We've had to cut that back quite a bit, but we're still doing service programs. So groups out there that want to get their hands dirty and help beautify our properties. We're always looking for service groups to do projects. But anytime that we have a new potential affordable housing development that's up for consideration, we look for community members to voice their support at the city council or the county, to let them know that they support affordable housing and that they want that in their community.
So you mentioned that you rely on donors, of course. So does much of your money come from donations, or do you have grant money, as you mentioned, that comes through to support what you do as well?
Yeah, all of our service programs, which cost around $900,000 a year, that all comes from donations, grants, special events. Now, we haven't been able to do too many special events.
Right.
But we manage our properties, so we receive some money for the management or the development. But really, in terms of our services, it is community support.
So in the properties that you do use for many of these families and individuals that are low income, are many of these properties purchased through many mansions? Is that how you're handling it?
Yeah. I mean, all of our properties are apartments and they're rental housing. So
Okay.
we have acquired them through generally support from the state of California or the federal government or the local city. So once the properties are developed, they're able to operate independently. They're able to operate, the rents are very low, but the expenses are very low as well. So they're operations, yeah.
So give us an idea of what your goals are and the positive impact that Many Mansions hopes to achieve coming up.
Yeah, I mean, our vision is to create affordable housing, where everyone, all the residents, can live in stable, affordable, and enriching housing. It's so very important. Much of our housing is devoted to people that are homeless. And it's very difficult when you're homeless on the street, living in a car, to be able to get a job, go to school, take care of yourself and health-wise. So we want that stable housing, because when you have stable housing, and that's something that many of us really just take for granted, but that stable housing really allows you to succeed in life. And that's what our vision is. With that stable housing, they can really contribute to the community, re-engage with their family, and really just lead a better life.
Yeah, in closing, could you tell us about maybe one or two new developments that are coming up here in Ventura County?
Yeah, I mean, there's been a huge need for affordable housing, and I have to say the communities in Ventura County have been very supportive. We have lots of ongoing projects. We just broke ground this week in Fillmore.
Nice.
We have a 77-unit apartment complex for Fillmore for low-income families.
Good.
So that just broke ground. We have projects in Oxnard for those that are homeless. We have a project that is just outside of Camarillo that is for seniors who are experiencing homelessness. We have other projects also in Camarillo for families. So we're engaged in like 5 or 6 different new affordable housing projects. Now each project takes 3 or 4 years to develop. Our project our Ormond Beach project in Oxnard just celebrated its 1-year anniversary. That's 40 units for veterans who are low income. And that's been a very successful project.
Very good. Good news to hear. So in closing, could you share the website and phone number or any information that would pertinent to helping many people out there that would be interested in hearing more about Many Mansions and being a part of it?
Thank you, Sandra. Yes, our phone number is 805-496-4948.
Okay.
And that's just our central line at our main office. Our website is very easy, it's www.manymansions.org. And there's lots of information on the website on being able to volunteer or give, or information about our properties that we currently manage. We also have a Facebook page where you can see lots of photos of our Many Mansions kids and adults, and also on Instagram as well. So lots of different ways to follow us. We have a newsletter, ways to keep in touch, and we're always looking for people to become involved in Many Mansions.
Very good. Well, thank you so very much, Rick Schroeder, president of Many Mansions here in Ventura County. We are thanking you for joining us today on the show, and we hope that many people will take a look at your website and give you a call at your phone number as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.